Hi students, I hope all of you are well at home. Today we will learn the topic Responses to Abayatic Factors Part 2, which is under Class 12, Subject Biology, Chapter number 30, Organisms and Population. Students, in our previous video, that is Responses to Abayatic Factors Part 1, we learned that a person can achieve his or her homeostasis, that is constancy in one's internal environment. Constancy in one internal environment. A person can achieve his or her homeostasis when changes occur in the external environment through artificial means. But how other living organisms cope up with the situation? In today's video, we will try to know about this, that how other living organisms cope up with the situation, with changes, with variations in the abayatic factors in nature. So, let us look at various possibilities. The various possibilities are regulate, conform, migrate and suspend. These are the four possibilities: regulate, conform, or migrate, or suspend. So students, in today's video we will learn in detail about regulate and conform. In our next video, that is Response to Abayatic Factors Part 3, we will learn about migrate and suspend. So today let us learn about regulate and conform. Regulate. Some organisms are able to maintain homeostasis by physiological, sometimes behavioral also, means which ensures constant body temperature, constant osmotic concentration, etc. All birds and mammals and a very few lower vertebrate and invertebrate species are indeed capable of such regulation, thermoregulation and osmoregulation. Evolutionary biologists believe that the success of mammals is largely due to their ability to maintain a constant body temperature and thrive whether they live in Antarctica or in the Sahara Desert. The mechanisms used by most mammals to regulate their body temperature are similar to the ones that we humans use. We maintain a constant body temperature of 37 degrees centigrade. In summer, when outside temperature is more than our body temperature, we sweat profusely. The resulting evaporative cooling, similar to what happens with the desert cooler in operation, brings down the body temperature. In winter, when the temperature is much lower than 37 degrees centigrade, we start to shiver, a kind of exercise which produces heat and raises the body temperature. Plants, on the other hand, do not have such mechanisms to maintain internal temperatures. Next, we will learn about conform. An overwhelming majority, about 99% of animals and nearly all plants, cannot maintain a constant internal environment. Their body temperature changes with the ambient temperature. In aquatic animals, the osmotic concentration of the body fluids change with that of the ambient water osmotic concentration. These animals and plants are simply conformers. Considering the benefits of a constant internal environment to the organism, we must ask why these conformers had not evolved to become regulators. Recall the human analogy we used in our previous video. Much as they like, how many people can really afford an air conditioner? Many simply sweat it out and resign themselves to suboptimal performance in hot summer months. Thermoregulation is energetically expensive for many organisms. This is particularly true for small animals like shrews and hummingbirds. Heat loss or heat gain is a function of surface area. Since small animals have a larger surface area relative to their volume, they tend to lose body heat very fast when it is cold outside. Then they have to expend much energy to generate body heat through metabolism. This is the main reason why very small animals are rarely found in polar regions. During the course of evolution, the costs and benefits of maintaining a constant internal environment are taken into consideration. Some species have evolved the ability to regulate, but only over a limited range of environmental conditions, beyond which they simply conform. So students, this is all about today's topic, that is responses to abiotic factors part 2. I hope students you have understood today's topic properly. So we will again meet in our next video, that is part 3 of this topic, where we will learn about vibrate and suspend. So study properly at home, keep watching the videos and stay